Vince McMahon issues a statement following his search warrant, plus more details on the Elite re-signing with AEW, and another popular AEW faction has also re-signed. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Late in the day yesterday, we reported that Vince McMahon had a search warrant carried out on his home following accusations made against him stemming back many years. This is what the investigation was all about earlier in the year. And a search warrant was carried out just a few days ago before he went in for spinal surgery. Now, this all came out yesterday because they had the quarterly report, and they have to report all the things and all the goings on that could affect this company's stock, including what happens with Vince McMahon. Vince has since put out a statement that was issued internally to the WWE, which says the following. In 2022, WWE formed a special committee to review allegations of misconduct against me. That review was concluded in 2022 following an extensive investigation. Throughout this experience, I have always denied any intentional wrongdoing and continue to do so. I am confident that the government's investigation will be resolved without any findings of wrongdoing. I am focused completely on the recovery process from my recent spinal surgery and on closing our transaction with Endeavor, which will create one of the preeminent global sports and entertainment brands. So that's Vince McMahon very much playing down what happened and trying to allay fears of shareholders, I think, as well, in doing so.
Yeah.
Not much else really to say on that.
No, I don't think there is really, is there?
No, there's not. So let's head over to AEW, where it was reported yesterday that the main lads, your Kenny Omega, your Young Bucks, and your Adam Page, are going nowhere. They have re-signed with the company, and Fightful Select has a few more details.
They certainly do. They said throughout the process, Fightful Select reported numerous times that deals were actively being worked out and that the entire group was expected to stay with All Elite Wrestling. We've also learned that Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson will retain their EVP status with the company.
When we asked about the length phrasing, we were told that one of them was at least 4 years, but aren't sure.
Long.
That's long. That's I wouldn't know what to do with that. But aren't sure if all of the deals match up. The deals were completed over the last couple of weeks. Numerous sources within WWE indicated that they would have had interest in any and all members of the group. There were some people within WWE that felt like they stood a chance at potentially landing the group, but serious talks were never engaged as far as we know. We talked about this a bit over the last few weeks. Basically, even though the contracts were due for renewal and they were expiring, there would never really have been a window wide enough for WWE to engage with Kenny Omega in a legal sense to possibly bring them in. Of course. And now that window's firmly closed and plastered down. Those we spoke to in WWE said that the company had positive experiences in dealing with Omega and the Bucks back in 2018.
Ooh, regarding the Young Bucks, we've heard there is certainly some movement on the potential of them facing FTR in a long-awaited rematch. We have not heard about the potential of a CM Punk Elite feud being broached.
One of the most notable things about the deals was how long it took to hammer them out. Fightful reported back in January that All Elite Wrestling were looking to get the ball rolling, and in the following months, Fightful Select also reported that Hangman Page and Kenny Omega were in talks following that. Those we spoke to did say that CM Punk's return did cause a slowdown as things were being discussed involving his return to the company and how things would work out. And obviously they've gone with the make a whole new show compromise, which is a way of fixing it, I guess. I could see, because there was a few people that were going like, are they going to really be able to coexist? Not in a wrestling storyline sense, but literally, can they coexist back there?
Yeah.
And apparently they can, because everybody's re-signed.
Yeah.
And everybody is happy campers.
And I guess that's exciting for us as wrestling fans, because I think obviously the big thing that we've all sort of spoken about since CM Punk's return is, could we get that sort of the CM FTR versus the Elite feud? And I feel like if there's sort of movement on the potential of them facing FTR, if there's movement in the potential of FTR facing the Young Bucks in a long-awaited rematch, as Fightful have stated there, I think it feels like it's going in that direction, but I guess you don't want to shoot your load all at once, do you? I feel like a nice sort of crawl to that eventual end goal is good in the long run.
When they mention here about good experiences with Omega and the Bucks in 2018, it puts me in mind of there was a story that came out from Kenny Omega's time in, was it Deep South Wrestling? I feel like...
No, yeah, it wasn't Ohio Valley, was it? I think it was Deep South. I think you're
it
right.
was Deep South Wrestling. We did a whole breakdown on it on the channel, and where Kenny Omega was being given direction by Hugh Morris about his wrestling. He says, look, you need to choose a body part for the next match, choose a body part and work it. And Kenny Omega chose to work the guy's arse. So it was just constant punches and kicks to the arse, and he finished the match with a top rope atomic drop.
Oh, wow.
And just went back, he went, I worked the arse. And Hugh was like livid. It's that's on the channel, the history of Deep South Wrestling and WWE's training ground for a lot of years for quite a few future WWE and AEW champions. Find that on the YouTube channel.
Ooh-wee.
You can also find later on today predictions for SummerSlam.
Yep, myself and Adam will be doing our predictions, so look out for that on the channel. I am the current, the inaugural WWE Cultaholic.
Where is your belt?
Is on my desk. I like to look at it. I like to look at it whilst I'm working. That will be on the line, so do look forward to that. And also join us for the live reactions too on Saturday, youtube.com/cultaholic/cultaholic/live.
That live YouTube channel is going to get some clicks from us now.
It certainly is. My goodness gracious me.
Jack the Jobber will give us what happened at SummerSlam, and Ross will be along with the WTF moments as well. Twitch.tv/Cultaholic for today. You can catch Sam Driver. Thursday is Sam Driver Day.
Oh, and it's a pay-per-view weekend, which means I do believe some Marble Mania for you.
Marble Mania, Marble Slam, I'm going to guess he's calling
Probably.
it.
Summer Marbles.
Summer Marbles.
I feel like that is more of the Sam Driver title to go with.
Well, you can join Sam tonight, 6 p.m, twitch.tv/Cultaholic, or you can join the Dark Order.
What? Following the Elite's contract signing announcement yesterday, Evil Uno tweeted, Dark Order also re-signed. Where's our press release? God damn it. And rightfully so, you deserve one, Evil Uno. Fightful Select did some digging and they said some thought that this was a joke, but we've learned it isn't. Dark Order were recently re-signed to 3-year contracts and will be with All Elite Wrestling into 2026. The group has been a fixture in AEW since 2019, and I would like more Dark Order. I would like more Dark Order versus the Elite. Dark Order versus the Elite, please. More of that.
I think it was Phil Lindsay from Grapsody who reshared recently the Dark Order Adam Page entrance for that multi-man tag match that they did. Like, what makes a cowboy?
Yeah.
And it was it was Hangman Page's music with the spotlights as each member of the Dark Order appears on the stage and they all come down together in matching. Oh, it's fantastic.
It is fantastic. But Adam Page needs his nads kicking more and more and more for what he did to that poor faction right there. Disgusting.
That was a true friendship.
It was a fickle. Well, he's a fickle man. So no more penis left for Adam Page, please.
You heard Andrew.
You heard me.
No more penis left for Adam Page.
And I stand by it.
No dick for Adam Page. We'll have more wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Keys.
I love you. Bye.